Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion the Peon, and today I am going to do a little video about learning to love winter. Now, I'm not like an anti-winter person. I'm actually pretty apathetic in general when it comes to weather and seasons. I grew up in Miami with no seasons. I have lived in the mountains of North Carolina. I've lived in Texas. I live in New England now. I really don't care what the weather is. However, because I love fall so much, from like August 15th to November 30th, I am like so happy. I'm on such a high. I am like so ecstatic about life that as soon as December hits, it's really hard for me. Like, I have been so emotional the last week of November and taking down my Halloween decorations and stuff. It's just like really sad, especially because I had the best autumn ever, especially thanks to you guys and making my videos. It's not that I hate winter or whatever, it's that I am just not a Christmas person at all. I like Christmas from the 20th to the 26th of December, and that's about it. I get very over it very quickly. The consumerism aspect of it really grosses me out. The Christmas music drives me crazy, and now I work in retail, so it's even worse. The red and green and the cheese, I don't know, I get really over it really quickly. And so I was like, how am I going to decorate my house and make my home like wintry and get all excited like I did for fall, where I decorated for the season, but like stay away from Christmas decorations and keep it more winter. So I decided to go with like a woodland fairy core sort of theme. So having little critters around, having pine cones and pine needles, but staying away from like the snow, the red and green, the Santa hats, all of that, because I get tired of that so quickly. But things like pine and pine cones and little squirrels and stuff, I don't get tired of. Those are fun. So that's kind of the premise of where I'm at. It's just like, I'm trying to celebrate the season without celebrating necessarily Christmas, because again, I will get very tired of Christmas very quickly. So that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to be doing some crafts, we're going to do some baking, and just trying to winterfy my apartment without making it Christmassy. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, let's go foraging. I found this like old part of a honeycomb or beehive. Look how cool! I don't really have a DIY tutorial for you guys. Basically, what Maria and I did was gather pine and pine cones and some string, and Maria made a garland by just tying the branches up with some twine and tying pine cones to it as well. I decided to go for this hanging look that I saw on Pinterest, where you hang pine cones and leaves and acorns up with string on a stick or a branch, and I really liked the way it looked. I thought it was very boho, and it's very simple, and it's really what you want to do. So there's not really a tutorial. And then with the leftover pine branches, we just stuck them in the windows, around my bed, and any other place that needs to look cozy. Hello friends. I have been making this giant moss blanket. I want it to look like moss, and I've never hand knit a blanket before, but I thought for the like woodland theme it'd be really nice. This lighting is really bad and I apologize. It's not my best work, but I'm almost done, and it is literally giant. I think after these 3 things of yarn, I should be good. We got 3 more things of this color. It's called moss, the color, and then I got 1 more of this, which is confetti camo, and I like the textures that like it looks like in the fabric. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish this tonight, but I am definitely going to finish at least one of these because I'm almost done. I didn't really show you guys how to knit this blanket because frankly I did it wrong a lot, but I will link the video tutorials that I use down below. Okay, it's Wednesday night and I want to get this video up, and I have 1 thing of yarn left and then this blanket is over. So let us get into it. JJ has decided that he already wants to use the blanket before I'm even done with it, so that's that. This is my Vlogmas time. This is when I watch all my Vlogmas and YouTube subscriptions. It really is simple, but because it's my first time and I made it huge and I decided to like use 2 threads as one rather than just 1 big chunky yarn, it definitely made it a lot more confusing than it actually is. This is a very simple blanket to do. I just made it too hard for myself and I'm not good at explaining it. No. Wait. How do I finish this off? Okay, I figured it out. We're almost there. I do not want this to ever unravel, so I am tying this pretty tight. Ah! It is literally like a twin bed comforter. Can you, JJ, over here. No. Can you move your butt? Yay! All right, I am so happy. There are a lot of mistakes, especially towards the bottom here, because that's where I started. But, like I said, no, don't put your nails on it. Like, look at this, like this part, this top part is like very nice, very professional. Hey! I'm so excited. Oh, no, careful. I will say that this project really made me realize why blankets, like big chunky blankets, are so expensive. Because this literally, I probably spent around $100 on all the materials for this, and that was during Michael's buy one get one 50% off. So I probably would have spent more if they were full price. So yeah, it's not a cost-effective craft. This is a craft because you want the satisfaction of making your own blanket. Boy, this is not a craft of like, oh my god, I'm gonna save money. But that being said, I'm so happy with it. I definitely made this difficult for myself. Like, this is the first time I've ever done a blanket like this, or a blanket ever, and doing it so big, like it's literally the length of a queen bed, and trying to use 2 yarns as one for my first time was definitely confusing. Again, I got the hang of it towards the end, but I still could have messed up a couple times. I think that if you were to just do this with like 1 yarn, you would find that it is easier than expected, and you do get into the hang of it. So
all right, friends, so for our final little loving winter craft, we are gonna bake Taylor Swift's famous chai cookies. I decided not to do the eggnog icing because I actually had icing left over from when I made cinnamon buns, but this is a very simple recipe and it is a really fun one to do. Nothing screams winter to me better than sugar cookies, and with the chai spices, they were so warm and cozy. You are going to need 1 stick of unsalted butter, half a cup of vegetable oil, half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of powdered sugar, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, cardamom, cloves, black pepper, or if you're me, you can just use 2 chai tea bags, which is actually what Taylor Swift uses. Then you're going to use 1 large egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. At first, I wanted to kind of cut them out like you would traditional sugar cookies, but I got pretty tired of that and I decided just to roll them out into little balls and bake them that way.